Hi, we're Joel and Lia.
Why did I say it?
What have you done? You're going to say it. That's fine. You know what? This is going to happen while we're doing these lockdown videos, so it's okay. Hi, we're Joel and Lia.
And this video is criticisms that people have of their American parents.
You guys know how much we love BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed is probably our favourite website for these things, and we found this girl called Daniela who's written about criticisms people have of American parents. So we're going to work our way through it and just see what we think. What do you know about American parents, Lia?
I think from like my own experiences and what I've seen, obviously I don't have American parents, but before we filmed this video, you and I were talking about that time that we were like on the underground. It was either in New York or we were in London, and we noticed that there was this American child. He was clearly so intelligent, like probably had an IQ like higher than mine and Joel's combined, and he was just chatting away. I don't really know what he was on about. It could have been like times tables or maths or something, and the parents were like really encouraging. People on the underground were looking, and we were all like finding it quite entertaining. But I think if that was a British parent, then they would have sort of silenced the kid and been like,
definitely.
Shut up, you're annoying everyone on the train.
Yeah, because it's a thing in the UK, like talking on public transport, like it's not necessarily rude, but it's like not as done as it is in America. So we were like, yeah, if that was a British parent, they'd be like, shh, be quiet. Whereas we loved listening to him, and he was so cute, and kids with American accents are the cutest thing ever.
So cute, wasn't he? He was just like adorable. I was like, hon, you're probably gonna like work for Google or some big like tech giant one day, like to see your future.
Yeah, he's got a great future.
I can't not remember that story whenever you say American parents. So I'm interested to see what Daniela has got to say in this article.
Me too. But before we get into that, we just want to thank today's sponsor of our video, which is Surfshark.
So Surfshark is a VPN, and if you're wondering what is a VPN, it's a virtual private network. And why do we like virtual private networks, Joel? Because we're private people.
We're private people. We don't like giving our data out on the internet. One of the good uses for VPNs, which I like, is that it protects your device from prying eyes. So like if you're joining like Starbucks Wi-Fi, or let's not name brands, any Wi-Fi, Walmart, anything, any brand. Exactly. Any of these brands' Wi-Fi, you never know who's joining and who's looking at your device. So a VPN protects your device from that, but it can also be used to access things that you wouldn't normally access.
Oh yeah, it can. So since we're talking about parents, I thought best parent film based in the US and the UK is Parent Trap. That is such a good film, and I noticed you can't actually watch it on British Netflix or American Netflix, strangely. If you use a VPN like Surfshark to change your location to France, you can access it on French Netflix, which is...
On French flicks.
French flicks. Yeah, imagine if French people were like, let's sit down and watch French flicks.
French flicks, yeah, literally.
I did like my own like Greek dad accent then instead of a French one. Yeah,
I'm not going to attempt a French accent.
No,
but guys, if you click the link in the description and use our code Joel and Lia, you can get 83% off and an extra 3 months free. And literally, this works out so cheap.
A couple of dollars a month around that. Yeah, it's a really, really good offer. So yeah, don't forget, as Joel said, the link's in our description, and our code Joel and Lia will get you the discount.
But anyway, let's get on with the video and see what this first criticism is of American parents.
I think, Joel, if I had an American parent, they'd tell me that this jumper doesn't suit me.
Oh, it does. Well, you've got one viewer that treats you like that, haven't you? If you wear brown, she's like, don't wear that.
I think her name is Bianca. She's such a parent to me. Sorry, Bianca. She'll message me, be like, what you're wearing really doesn't suit you. The colour brown is not your colour. Please never wear brown. She's deadly serious.
Wow.
She's dead serious about the colour brown.
No, the first criticism here is, it says, why do American parents call each other mum and dad? So like to each other, they'll be like the dad will be like, hey mum, what are we doing today? Or they'll be like, hey dad. Oh, why does it make me feel uncomfortable? That's
a bit cringe, isn't it?
I know.
I think it's because it makes us as Brits feel like they're trying to go back to them having a mum or a dad.
Well, I think it is straight, like my parents will refer to the other one as dad if they're talking to me, so they'll be like, go ask dad or go ask mum, but they would never call each other mum or dad in front of us. Like my dad would never be like, hey mum, what are we doing today?
So I think mine would say, go and ask your dad, go and ask your mum. They know your mum, your dad.
Your mum.
Like I don't think I'd get go and ask dad. I've never had that.
Okay, but they'll never refer to the other person as, hey mom, what are we doing today?
No, never.
So strange.
I just can't. But equally, I feel like they wouldn't say, hey Dave, what are we doing today? What would they say? I don't know.
Hey sexy. I don't know.
So the next one is, why do American parents love drinking with their kids? Y'all weird AF. I didn't know this. This is actually, I assume that they're talking about alcohol, and I was unaware of this. So
yeah, me too. Until maybe they're meaning when your kids are sort of grown up, when they've turned, because it's 21 in America, isn't it? In the UK, we're a bit nicer to the teens. We're like, when you're 18, you can drink. But maybe it's when they're 21 that the mums and dads are like going to bars with their kids. I don't know. I think it stems to like that idea maybe of like the classic American dream is that if you're a parent, then you're like best friends with your kids. And when they reach a certain age, and they're like, I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom.
There are no rules in this house. I'm not like a regular mom, I'm a cool mom.
What's the 411? What did she say? What's the 411?
Yeah, what's the 411? And then she's like, what do you need? Like snacks, condoms?
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, deep down I'm like, I'm gonna be like that one day.
Yeah, I think you will. You are gonna be a cool mum.
I would try to be as cool as possible. I wouldn't do that thing like my parents would like make me give them like a kiss before, like give me a kiss before you go, and I'm like, no, not that. I'm not kissing you. Like go away. And I'll do a little hug, but stop.
Yeah, you'll be like, hey kid, give me a fist bump.
I'll be like, yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to try and embarrass. I know how I feel other people's embarrassment, and I don't ever want to make anyone feel like that.
Do you know the worst thing as a kid that I remember just now is when your parents, you'd have something around your mouth and they'd lick their thumb or lick a tissue and then rub your face?
Oh, that was so disgusting. It's
so
like,
gross.
I'm not a little canvas painting.
I know. Stop licking me. Coronavirus. Anyway.
Oh, especially now.
So this next one says, why do American parents always say, my kid is 2,300,052 months old? Like, bro, just tell me their age. And I think it stems to like, you know when parents are like, oh, my kid is 9 months old, they're 10 months old. Then they get into like past a year and they're still saying, my kid's 36 months old. And you're like, well, no, your kid is 3 years old. No, he's not 36 months.
Completely, I'm in shock. That's hideous.
Imagine just referring to them as months old for the rest of their life.
I'm going to work out how many months old I am. 27 years in months. See, people have Googled it because it came up. I'm 324 months old. Oh, do they do it in days?
No, they do it in months. I think this person was exaggerating.
Oh, okay, that's quite funny.
But I've definitely seen it before where parents will say like, oh, he's 24 months old. And you're like, well, no, he's 2.
That's so funny. Yeah, I like that one. That's really good.
Yeah.
Someone said, why do American parents call their kids champ? If my dad called me that, I'd call child services.
Champ. It's so like, I think it's encouraging, you know. It's being like, hey champ, you're amazing, like let's do something.
So I thought you'd only use champ if they achieved something. So I feel like in watching a film, the kids just won a baseball game and they're like, well done champ.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if it's normal or if it's only like a appreciative.
I don't know. I feel like American parents do tend to be very, very encouraging, like we said at the start of the video with that kid on the tube. So I feel like they would call them champ for no reason. Even if they just like brush their teeth or something, they'd be like, well done champ. But I feel like it's a thing a dad would say to a son.
What would the mum say? Sweetheart.
Sweetheart, sweetie.
Sweetie.
Sweetie. You babies, like Maggie.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're babies. That was an in-joke for anyone who's been here a while. Oh, again, the next one's really, really similar. It just said, why do parents always say good job when their kids do anything?
You know what, I think this is good. American parents are very encouraging. I feel like British parents could learn a thing or two. Not my parents, my parents were great, but yeah.
They could certainly take a leaf out of their book. Yeah, this is definitely, like, I know people whose parents have given them like little to no words of encouragement or praise ever in their life. Praise for nothing ever. No praise ever given.
That's horrendous, but I just remembered, did you ever have this where some kids at your school would be given money for every A that they got? I never got that. My parents were like, we're not giving you money to study, like you study because you have to.
That's
but I'd have
hideous.
friends that were like, I got 8 A's, that means I'm getting £800. Yeah.
No, I didn't have that. Or if I didn't know anyone who got money for grades.
Really?
No way. That's mad.
So many people I know got money for every A, and I was as motivation because their parents were like, you better get A's. But I was like, Mum, Dad, why aren't you giving me £100 per A?
You're like, cough up.
Yeah, and they were like, no, Joel, jog on.
That is so privileged. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why do American parents kick their kids or want them out of the house by 18, or is it just in movies? Do you know what? I feel like that's more of a British thing as well.
I think so, although, I don't know, I can't relate because my parents haven't been like that. But yeah, I feel like they're like, okay, by the time you're 18, you need to be like, if you're not at university, then you need to be doing something and earning money.
Yeah, I think it's like from an encouraging place. They like want their kid to like go and like prosper and do well and like do your own thing.
Yeah, I think me and you were different though, because as soon as we hit 18, we were like, bye.
Yeah, we were like long gone.
We were like in London, living the dream.
Yeah.
Being actors at drama school.
Oh my gosh.
This next one says, why do American parents say, go to your room as a punishment? You might as well say, go upstairs where all your cool stuff is and love life. Like, yeah. Why? Like, I never got sent to my room as a kid. I would always be told to sit on the stairs.
That's really funny.
And like time out, because obviously it's boring. So it is funny when people are sent to their room, because you're like, what with all of my books, all of like my devices, all my things. Yeah.
I really like that one, and I'm trying to think if my punishment was ever to go to my room, but I think it was more like sit over there where I can see you, actually. Yeah, it's quite funny. Well, I think that's loads, Joel. I think we've done enough. Let us know if you guys want more of these, because there's so many. Yeah,
we love talking about these differences. Let us know, as we said, if these are true, what your childhood was like growing up. If you're raising kids at the moment, how are you raising them? Are you smacking them? We want to know.
I don't think people do smacking anymore, but we'll find out.
No, you can't.
I mean, we were both, I think I was hit. Not hit bad, but like, you know, a little smack here and there.
Oh yeah, I had a smack on the bum. My dad gave me a tip though, and was like, if you ever get smacked on your bum by your mum, then tense your bum because it hurts less. So I was like, Dad's betrayed Mum because now he's taught me a way to get through it.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you again to the sponsor of the video, which is Surfshark. Don't forget, our link is in the description, and Joel and Leah is what you need to type in to get your discount.
Do it, guys.
See you in the next one.
We'll see you soon. Subscribe. We've also got memberships as well, so you click join next to the subscribe button, and you can get perks such as early access to videos. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.